Yeah. visiting our country. Besides that, domestic tourism playing a big role. Traditionally, there used to be a golden triangle named by, mapped by Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. And now I can soon see on the horizon visiting our country. Besides that, say domestic tourism playing a big role. But a quadrangle, traditionally there used to have Varanasi, a golden triangle, Ayodhya, named by, mapped by Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. And now I can soon see on the horizon visiting our country. So these, besides that, say domestic tourism playing a big role. But a quadrangle, traditionally there used to have Varanasi, a golden triangle, Ayodhya, named by, mapped by annual Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur, undertaken by. And now I can soon see on the horizon visiting our country. So, or these, besides that, say domestic tourism, we would be having more visitors to this particular, I would say, new circuit, which is rejuvenated by inauguration by Pran Pratishtha of Ram Lala in Ayodhya. Tourism plays a great role because it rejuvenates, it helps, it contributes to the economy, it provides employment. But then it has certain aspects which we should take care and we should really pay attention to. That is, it places tremendous stress on environment, because the tourists who are coming, they are here to either do their rituals or to enjoy their stay. Normally, a tourist is that who spends, as per the definition of tourism, minimum one night stay. That person is considered to be a tourist. Now, the influx of tourism or tourists places very heavy stress on the local environment. Particularly, we have seen in Uttarakhand how religious tourism has led to landslides. A lot of issues we have seen happening where the entire city is now finding it difficult to sustain. There are some subterranean movements. Similarly, tourism leads to pollution. I recall Himachal used to have a lot of pollution, and they very successfully implemented a ban on polythene and plastic in the state. And today I know, because I've stayed there for long, they are very strict norms and people really do not throw their plastic bottles or their polythenes. They are not supposed to even have polythenes. If you move on the street with a polythene bag, the policeman may apprehend you or stop you to fine. Similarly, I wrote an article long time back on how gender and tourism are interrelated. You know, the tourism in Goa, homestay particularly, because a lot of foreign tourists and Indian tourists go to Goa to stay for long, particularly in winters, to enjoy their sea beaches and to enjoy the relaxed, sun-kissed sands of Goa. Now, they tend to stay in various houses where often uh, many families have converted their homes into homestay accommodations. Now, in homestay accommodations, what happens that the bulk of work falls on the shoulders of the lady of the house or women folk. They have to cook, they have to clean, they have to mop, they have to broom, they have to provide food and other housekeeping services to the tourists. Besides that, they have to also attend their own children, their own family. And if they are working, then that's a triple jeopardy for them. So there is a definite angle of, how gender is very deeply related to, or I would say we have to address this issue of gender issues, which come into interplay with tourism. So I have pointed out environment, gender, and then comes that the third point is, apart from environment and gender, in relation to tourism. There is another kind of tourism which is taking place, and that is medical tourism. India stands 10th in the world in terms of medical tourism. A lot of people, even from developed world, OECD countries like USA, UK, Europe, they tend to come to India for getting their dental job, because dental jobs, in the sense that if you have to get an implant in your denture, or if you have to get a dental job done by a dentist, it's very expensive. And often health insurance companies do not pay for it. So they tend to come to countries like India, whose doctors have earned a big name in developed countries. So they have greater trust, faith, and now we have come across very many uh, big corporate hospital chains, like you all must be knowing: Fortis, Apollo, Medanta, and likewise Narayana, Metro. A lot of hospitals have come up. Now they have started catering to medical tourism. Now, in this process, the plus side is that it is providing employment, it is providing boost to the economy, it is helping our doctors and nurses and medical paramedical staff to find employment and better wages. But the flip side of this is that the Indian patients, for them, the services have become very expensive, because now they have to compete with the patients who are coming abroad with their deep pockets, who are rich and who can afford. So these hospital chains and these various medical facilities tend to cater to only foreign clients and not to local population, which is not very affluent. So this is the fourth point. However, I don't mean to uh, um, brush aside, or I don't mean to denigrate the significance of tourism. We definitely want tourism to be there. There's fifth side, another side to this fourth or fifth. I've missed the number, but there's another side that tourism, when it increases, it also puts stress on our heritage sites. We have often seen that how tourist sites are vandalized. People tend to scribble their names, they tend to overuse, overexposure tends to spoil these sites, which, and also some of the very, very pristine locations. For example, Jaisalmer. I recall I have been visiting Jaisalmer for last 30 years, and I recall 30 years back, Jaisalmer sand dunes used to be very, very pristine. But now, if you go there, you'll find a lot of rubbish, a lot of filth. So this is another flip side. of, I would say, um, putting stress on the local, I would say, architectural or natural wonders. And the last thing that I would like to talk about is that tourism also brings certain evils. Evils, I mean to say, they tend to, a lot of people, like I recall when I was in Dharamshala in Himachal Pradesh, a lot of tourists used to come in looking for uh, marijuana, hash, what you call as ganja, charas, and they would, often, this happens in Goa also. This happens in Pondicherry. This happens wherever these Western tourists would come. So they look for these intoxicants, and then there is increased smuggling, illegal narco trade of intoxicants, which ultimately spoils our youth, our young generation. Now, you all must be thinking that I'm all talking against tourism on a day, which is a tourism day. But I don't mean to denigrate it. I'm simply trying to say that yes, we should celebrate growth of tourism in India. We should work hard to have a very, very healthy plan of tourism. We have seen there are some countries which sustain only on tourism, and they are classified as one of the richest countries. Like, for example, Switzerland. I have been to Switzerland almost probably 7, 8 times, and I have seen there they have devised new ways of selling their tourism. For example, if you go there, you would be amazed that there are some people sitting on the in a stall, and they are selling some stones. So somebody, like, I went and asked them, because mostly that part of you know place where most tourists go, like Interlaken or Jungfrau or those Mount Titlis. So I asked them in German, so what is it meant for? What are you selling? He said, we are selling pebbles and stones from the Alps. So you can buy it. And I said, how much does it cost? It costs 5 euros. Now, just imagine people take those stone pieces, small stone pieces, almost of the size of, I would say, very small pieces, not weighing more than 20 grams or 50 grams. They are carrying with them, and they are selling it. Now, imagine those stones are hardly any different from any stone from Aravali or from Vindhyachal or Satpura or Toladar. But then this is how they found out. Similarly, if you go to Paris, uh, there is a very famous place called Montmartre. That's a very famous church. Uh, and there they have a place called Sacre Coeur. And there you'll see a lot of artists are sitting there. So you go there, and they'll draw your sketch or a kind of a pencil drawing, and they'll give it to you within 15 minutes, and they'll charge you heavily. So these are various ways. If you go to Spain, Italy, on this main street, a lot of people are playing music, and then they expect you to give them money. Or simply, there are some people who have painted themselves in silver or white color, and they are standing there, and you think it's a statue, but actually they are human beings, and that's how they are making money. So what I'm trying to say, that a lot of developed countries have developed their infrastructure, their tourism, in such a way which has contributed to their economy, and they are one of the rich countries. So India is, I don't know if you all know or not, India is one of those fortunate countries which is ranked one of the three countries which have cold desert as well as hot desert. We have cold desert in Ladakh, Leh, and we have hot desert in Thar. So we are the only one of the three nations on this planet which have these two kinds of deserts. So we have deserts, we have hot springs. If you must have heard, uh, there is a place in Himachal, Manikaran sir, Tattapani, where you have sulfur springs. We have uh, beautiful sea beaches. We have uh, adventure rafting on Ganges and different rivers. You can go and do rafting. Similarly, we have skiing facility in Auli. You must have heard of. So we have, we have tracking. We have a lot of facilities. We have, we are blessed by the nature to have almost every kind of natural environment which would attract the tourists. Besides, we have we are one of the oldest civilizations, and therefore we have beautiful palaces. Rajasthan is known for its rich, vibrant culture. So, with this, we must work hard. We must, uh, tourism is one of the industries which will be the future harbinger of development and growth to Indian economy. So now, towards the end of my address, I exhort all of you, I appeal to all of you, those who are students of tourism, to work on this particular theme. It will fetch you tremendous positives. It is a growing industry. So if you are one of the professionals who is trying to develop skills in tourism or to provide services, or you are simply a researcher who wants to understand, study, analyze tourism, or you are a person who is looking with interrelationships between tourism, environment, gender, and other issues, then I think it's a fantastic area. And I'm glad that our university is hosting this webinar. And I wish good luck to the hard work done by Dr. Reena Daya, our uh, main, I would say, the backbone of tourism department in our university. And I also congratulate Professor Dr. Ravikant Modi, who has put in his contribution to make this webinar success. And I wish you good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I express my gratitude for sharing your reviews on this topic. And I'm really grateful that you gave us the glimpse of the rich tapestry of tourism in India. And you also pointed out the positive effects as well as the negative impacts of tourism that are very relevant and prominent today, and the need for sustainable development of tourism. So now we'll take this journey further. And throughout this webinar, we will be joined by esteemed speakers and experts who will share their insights, stories, and knowledge about the various facets of Indian tourism, from the snow-capped mountains of Himalayas to the sun-kissed beaches of Goa, and from the bustling markets of Delhi to the serene backwaters of Kerala. Each corner of India has a tale to tell, and today we unravel these narratives. So fasten your seatbelts as we embark on this virtual expedition to discover the beauty, culture, and hospitality that define India as a top-notch tourism destination. Let us celebrate National Tourism Day by approaching the rich tapestry of our incredible nation. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and privilege that I extend a warm welcome to our distinguished keynote speaker for today, Dr. Sunita Badwar, Vice President, Standards at the Tourism and Hospitality Skill Council. Dr. Badwar brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to our webinar today, making her a beacon in the field of tourism and hospitality. Dr. Badwar is a seasoned professional with a remarkable academic background, holding a doctorate in management from Banastali Vidyapeeth University. Her illustrious career, spanning over 18 years, reflects a deep commitment to the advancement of the industry. Throughout this period, she has been an active contributor to the field through extensive research activities. In recognition of her outstanding contributions, Dr. Badwar was bestowed with the prestigious award Excellence in 2018 by the Indian Hospitality Congress, a testament to her dedication and leadership in the sector. Her expertise extends beyond accolades, as demonstrated by her authored front office textbook and over 20 published papers in esteemed publications. Furthermore, Dr. Badwar's influence transcends national boundaries as she has delivered keynote addresses at numerous international conferences, solidifying her reputation as a thought leader in the global tourism and hospitality community. Please join me in extending a heartfelt welcome to Dr. Sunita Badwar. We are eager to gain insight from her extensive experience and expertise as we delve into the discussions on sustainable tourism initiatives in India. Dr. Badwar, the virtual stage is now yours.
Welcome, Dr. Sunita.
Thank you for such a warm welcome. Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry I got late because of the initial meeting got extended with Uttarakhand Skill Development Mission and the tourism department there. So, thank you, and it's a lovely interacting with all of you here. And yes, we are today celebrating National Tourism Day, and we have a theme as well for this Tourism Day. So I'll just share my screen and share my insights on the same topic. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Yeah, let me just. So, since it's Sir Vice Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir was also talking upon touching base upon tourism aspects. So there are pros and cons attached to it. So when people started traveling, so we'll talk about sustainability today. And yes, sir must have touched upon like the benefits of sustainable tourism, but I'll also take you through the starting from the sustainability. Sustainability basically it involves the responsibility wherein like we are using our resources to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations. So basically this will also help us in the economic as well as environmental and social dimensions. So of course we have to keep in mind sustainability also when we are traveling from one place to another. So importance, of course, so everything whenever we are talking about, so importance are already there because here we are also preserving our environment and ensuring equity for all because for everybody whosoever is there, we are traveling. So we all love nature, flora, fauna, and various sort of activities like adventure tourism activities. And being a vast country and varied nation, we have all of this available in one country. If we start from north to south or east to west, we have all these things available environment, but we also have to safeguard the well-being of the future generations. So currently yes we have it all, but we also need to ensure that there won't be any impact or the footprints. We should not be leaving any sort of footprints behind once we are traveling. So we have to be cautious here. So economic benefits, if it's not only like we are only safeguarding the overall nature for the future generation, but this is also bringing in economic sustainability as well. So this, of course, sustainability can drive innovation. You can see the picture here. So this is basically wherein like the innovation, you can see like how the building has been incorporated with the greenery. So innovation, this also helps to reduce the cost through efficiency and create new business opportunities. So this is basically a new business opportunity for anybody who would like to enter into this sustainable. And this is a area of concern not only for the India, not only for so basically everybody whosoever now people are talking worldwide on the sustainable issues, economic benefits of the sustainability, environmental impact. So they all are talking about it, and this, of course, this will also bring in economic benefits to a particular country as well, because there will be lots of business opportunities as well, and enhances resilience in the face of economic challenges, and of course, market fluctuations are already there. Yeah. Then social responsibility. It's not only nation who is responsible for it, so it's a social responsibility as well when we are talking about sustainability, ecotourism, environmental impact. So basically, this is a social responsibility as well. So this also fosters inclusivity. When we all are sitting here discussing about sustainable issues, there are challenges and threats to the community as well, overall to the nation, to the earth. So we are bringing in sustainable responsibility also. And so we should also be promoting on health and well-being. Sir also, Vice Chancellor Sir also talked about medical tourism, which is also part of this overall tourism segment. And of course, we are supporting a community development. So in the upcoming slides, I have touched upon like how we can help the community overall when we are talking about the sustainability. So National Tourism Day, since we all are here sitting on a National Tourism Day. So basically the theme of the nation is sustainable journey and timeless memories. Of course, when we are traveling, so there are memories as well. So basically this theme inspires travelers to make choices that will help nature, that help the local community as well as to help and preserve the cultural heritage. So here in like in my upcoming slides, I will be talking about how you can overall create a sustainable, you can add on to the sustainable tourism. So of course, when you are traveling, everybody like to travel. They would like to explore different destinations. So one should try and choose eco-friendly accommodations. Opt for the hotels which are prime for which their prime focus is on sustainability practices. Which in sustainability practices we have a solar energy efficiency, waste reduction, and eco-friendly techniques. And they simultaneously waste management techniques. They are also focusing upon. So choose eco-friendly accommodation once you start traveling. Support local business. How you can support it? Of course, whenever you are visiting any particular place, try and focus on the regional cuisine, local cuisine, and try to contribute and explore local markets, restaurants, or artisans, because every nook and corner of the country they have local artisans available. So try and purchase from them. So embrace the unique flavors and crafts of the region. So you should also try and explore the local community there. So that will also help them earn better. Then use public transportation or walk. So this is very much required now because ultimately when once we are traveling, we either we go by our own personal vehicles. So we should, in order to minimize the carbon footprint, we should be using public transportation, or it's better to walk. Because once we have reached to the destination, it's better you walk and explore the destination there. It's not only reduces emission but also allow you to immerse yourself in the local atmosphere. So you'll also gel with the local people there. So if you can see here the bus which is there, so this is first of its kind in Ladakh, and this is a hydrogen fuel vehicle. So this is how our government is creating an impact, but we should also be supporting the government in that sense, because we are not only supporting the government here, we are supporting our local communities, we are supporting saving our nature as well. Reduce plastic usage. We can see plastic is really chaotic nowadays. We can see everywhere, even in the on the social media also. We have seen lots of pictures where like the sea beaches are there, and wild the sea wildlife they are also dying because of this. So this we should try and reduce the plastic usage. So of course we should be carrying a reusable water bottle. Say no to the single plastics. This is very much required, and dispose of water responsibly. So we should ensure wherever we are going, we should be focusing on the plastics as well. And there are states in our country where like the plastic is banned, and we can say in few of the states it's available, though it is banned. But there are places like Kerala, if it is banned, so you will not able to find out even a single disposable plastic cups as well. So that is the basic. I mean, that is how these states are focusing on these Respect wildlife and nature. Of course, we all love to go and explore the nature. So whenever we are visiting any sort of wildlife, so we should be observing it from a distance. And you can see here, the on the right hand side, there's a board which is specifying here, please take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. This is very much required. So once we started visiting, we have also visited various locations in the mountains that people they go, they visit that place and they leave their footprints, in the sense they leave lots of garbage. So if you are visiting to any wildlife or nature as well, you should only you should not be leaving any sort of footprints or garbage there, and stay on a designated trails, because once you are visiting in the territory of the wildlife, so it's their territory. We should not be, I mean, we should be vigilant about it. So observe a wildlife from a distance. This is very much required. So mishappening can happen at any place. Avoid feeding animals. This is already written in various zoos wherever we visit that particular zoo as well. So it's already written on the boards, but still people try and feed animals also. Stay on a designated trail, contribute to the preservation of natural habitats, which is very much important. Through sustainable tours and activities. So when you are figuring out where exactly to go, you should also be keeping in mind sustainable tours and activities. Opt for activities that promote environmental conservation and cultural awareness. So since your university is located in Jaipur, which is which is a major tourist attraction for anybody. Nowadays, even people from south also travels to this location. So we see there are lots of things which are coming up in terms of a sustainable tour and activities. So one should be also mindful of the impact of your experiences may have on the local environment, because there are people who are staying there, uh, and it's not like because you go, you travel a location and then you come back and leave your footprints. So that shouldn't be the case. So if you are choosing your destination, it has to be sustainable tour and activities overall. Uh, then learn about the local culture. Jaipur, we can see Rajasthan, entire Rajasthan is full of local culture. So we should also immerse ourselves in the local culture. How we can do that is we can attend cultural events, we can visit museums, we can engage ourselves with the local residents there. We can also respect local customs and tradition. So that is all about travel here. When we are visiting any local community, we should also try and explore the local culture there. So these are few of the case studies which I am going to share it with you all. There are states which are everybody is focusing on the sustainable tourism nowadays. But this is a village which is based out in Kumaon, Himalayas, Pengot village, wherein like they have eco lodges which are made up from recycled materials, and they have solar energy panels also. So, and they also offer guests the opportunity to explore the Himalayan trails. So, anybody whosoever is interested in flora and fauna, they can go explore there. They can relax also, and they can also have some nature walks. They can also go for bird watching and experience local culture through their homestays. And so basically, they are also Pengots. Its success is basically wherein like they have included the overall community there. So everybody, whosoever is staying there in that particular village, everybody is trying to preserve the nature, and they are also creating an impact on the society, because everybody is involved. If people are purchasing from the local food products. And they are also trying to save upon the environment, wherein like they are basically relying on the solar power, so less impact is there overall on the society. This is Kerala's backwaters. Everybody heard about it. Backwaters, these are basically in the backwaters, the boat floats there. And how we can see here, the boat is made up from a local wood. They also have a solar power panels, wherein like they help us to create their own solar energy, offering a glimpse into the lives of the fishermen in paddy fields. So wherever this boat is going, so they also ensure that they are purchasing the local foods from the sellers whosoever are there. So there are local fishermen also. Uh, selling different sort of fish. So they are basically giving a employment to the local community there. So responsible waste management, since the boat is throughout in the backwater, so they also their major focus is on the waste management, and of course they are involving the community based uh, in the long term as well as in short term planning. Thar Desert, so this is again wherein like we can see the eco camps are there. So Thar Desert, of course, nobody would like to visit a desert, but this is in Gujarat. So they are also focusing on promoting this tourism in the form of a camp. And these camps are in the Thar behind, blend with the landscape, local materials are used, and with the help of a renewable energy. So guests can enjoy here desert safaris as well as stargazing, because you can see the star is really clear. And this is also like one of, this could be interest also in order to uh, have people come and gaze the stars, because in a cities like Jaipur or in a Delhi where we are staying, this even the sky is not clear, so we don't able to gaze the sky. So this is something, the activity which they can do. They can also learn about the region's flora and fauna. Of course, in a desert, the flora and fauna will be different. The camps also support here the local communities through workshops and cultural performances. So we see this is a similar kind of cultural performances what we see here, but of course the dance and the cultures are different, varying from one place to another place. Then this is one of example of Udaipur city where like which we since I thought of like touch base upon the Rajasthan as well, so I found it like which is a Udaipur, which we call it as a city of lakes also. So they also, since there is a scarcity of the water, so they also focus upon the rainwater harvesting system. So they organic waste composting initiatives have reduced the landfill burden, because if we are also creating a generating lots of waste, so that will also be a burden on the lands as well. They have electric rickshaws which can navigate the narrow streets, minimizing air pollution net overall. So, of course, there are two stakeholders here. One is the government, who is actually focusing upon primarily on the policies and regulations. Excuse me. So they also provide a framework for compliance, incentivize sustainable behavior, and drive systematic change. So various states, they are also coming up with different policies. If somebody is using uh, some sustainable activities, so they are also incentivized on the same. And so it's not only about the government, we also have to take part in these activities. So embracing a sustainable future requires a collective effort. It cannot be a one way this thing. So we also should be focusing upon the sustainable practices. Together we can craft lasting memories on our timeless journey towards a better world. So in conclusion, I would like to say achieving sustainability is a transformative journey that helps in collaboration, innovation, and commitment, which is required from all of us. So let us embark on this journey together, crafting lasting memories and shaping a sustainable future for our generations to come. So our support is everybody's support is required in order to in order to impact the sustainable tourism. Thank you everyone from that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sunita, for simplifying the concept of sustainability for our participants. And how it is beautiful that you pointed out the need of integrated efforts from all the stakeholders, be it the policymakers, the service providers, or the consumers, and how inspiring it was that even a conscious traveler can make a difference towards sustainability of the tourism. So I express my gratitude towards that. And now moving on, it is my pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker, Dr. Abhishek, whose illustrious career spans over 19 years, making him a revered figure in both academia and hospitality industry. Dr. Abhishek has had the honor of contributing significantly to the realms of teaching and research in esteemed institutions such as MIT University Jaipur, SRM University, and is currently a distinguished faculty member at Jamia Hamdard, New Delhi. Dr. Abhishek's academic journey reflects a profound dedication to advancing knowledge in the field of hospitality. His research interests, centered around consumer perceptions and socio-economic benefits from Indian wine, have culminated in publications in reputable journals, establishing him as a thought leader in this domain. A seasoned academician, Dr. Abhishek has actively participated in numerous international and national conferences, seminars, workshops, and faculty development programs. His commitment to excellence in education has been recognized with the prestigious Best Teacher Award conferred by Dainik Bhaskar at Udaipur. In addition to his teaching and research pursuits, Dr. Abhishek has contributed significantly as a professional member in various university bodies, including the Board of Studies, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAAC, Library, and several others. Dr. Abhishek, over to you.
Thank you for addressing me. Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, respected our chief guest, Dr. Sunita Badwa, and other guest speaker, and all dignitaries members present in the webinar, faculty members, research scholar, and dear students. It's a great pleasure to be the part of webinar on National Tourism Day on 25th January 2023. And as per the theme, we are going to discuss about the sustainable journeys and timeless memories. On these occasions, I want to focus on and highlight on the timeless memories. How we'll create a timeless memories. I'll go through the presentation. Of this lecture, I am going to discuss how we'll create the memorable tourism experiences. As our President Vice Chancellor has focused many views regarding the tourism, about some positive, negative impact, and our chief guest also pointed about the sustainable tourism. And under the today discussion, we are going to discuss by phase how we are going to create the memorable experience for the tourist. So today we are coming with going with the introductions, what is happening in India as per the concern of the tourism. If you see in the tourism in India, it is 4.6% of the country's GDPs. It is going to contribute from the tourism. I'm telling to you, in 1948, National Tourism Day, it has been started, but still after 75 years, we can see to that is still in India, tourism, it is not be developed like other countries. If you can compare with the other countries like in France, we are generating, at France, they are generating 90.8 million tourists. As compared with India, it is just comparing, it is contributing only 6.43 millions. So we can compare with the France, Spain also we can say 83.7 million, and India we are getting only 6.43 millions. India, already we know that, already a lot of the different diverse cultures, all right? But still India, we are not generating that much of the foreign tourists. So still in India, the governments, they are coming with the different policies to think that tourism is a sectors where people, they can get directly, indirectly jobs are there. And some of the also magazines, it has also like Forbes magazines ranked India 7th most beautiful countries in the world under the 50s. So we can say that India, as per the World Travel and Councils, it generates 13.2 lakh crore. It is the revenue it is generated and supported jobs. A lot of the jobs it is supported by that. As per the Ministry of Tourism, over 6 6.19 million and 1.52 million foreign tourists arrived in India in 2022. What I'm going to tell to you, if you compare with the European as a continent, most of the country like France, Spain, USA, they are like some of the country in other countries also, they are getting a more tourists, foreign tourists as compared with our country. If you see that in the after the COVID, obviously the growth declined there. India, you know that it has the bigger domestic tourist population, so it is not dependent on the foreign tourists. That makes India that is 22nd most visited nation in the world and 8th in the Asia and Pacific. If you see that what is the actual the memorable tourism experience, so there are different definition. It has been defined to them. One of them, it is defined as a consumer-centric reflective view, capturing tourist emotional and subjective response. As per the key, a memorable tourism experiences consist of critical moments of what tourists did, how they felt, what they thought at their destinations. However, not all experiences will be memorable are there, but the novel events or features are mostly like to be remembered. So under this discussions, what makes your tourism experience memorable? That is the questions, destinations, activities, people we met, or all of them. What are the major factors that are responsible, and these are the factors that makes your tourism experience memorable. So today we are going to discuss the different 5 emotional phases that create unforgettable tourism experience. We'll start with the first one, that is called anticipation is the key to a great tourist experience. This is the first phase where the customer, where the traveler, where the tourist, they are going to plan their trip. They are very excited for their holidays are there. And this is the stage where a visitor come to this stage we are able to provide a different stories, images, reviews, even testimonials and their anticipations. This is the stage where we need to make the tourist, we need to provide the information to the tourist, and that makes a very great image on their minds. So this is the first stage where we require to create a kind of the images. We through the different reviews, through the different stories, we need to anticipate about their future experiences. Second one, that is called the excitement. It is the part of the tourism experience. This is the stage. Now they are made the booking. This is the stage when the customer or the tourist, they have decided to visit to the any places to them. Under this stage where the travelers, they are full of anticipations and they can't wait for that. Under the data, as after the analysis, we found that just before the departure, tourism companies should increase their level of contact with the guests. This is the stage where as a tourism professional, we need to have more contact with the people, with the customer, with the tourists. Therefore, the anticipation, their excitement, it is going to be increased to them. Now, this is the time to add their excitement. We need to add their positivity by the sharing photos, video of the destinations. Because whenever we are going to share the videos, photos with the traveler, with the customers, obviously their excitement, it will be increased to them. And because that excitement, it is going to boosting to them, and it is going to anticipation towards the tourist destinations. It is also enhancing the excitement of the tourist, and we could also provide the detailed information, what is their expectations. We can also arrange like airport pickups and transports. So these are the small things we can provide to them when the traveler or tourist, they feel very excitement about their tour. The next point regarding the encouraging about the destinations, and we should also meet with the local people. This is the third phase of the tourism experiences, occurs when the traveler encounter new destinations and the local people. Basically, I think the tourists, whenever uh, visit to the any destinations, they always find a new place. They are also excited to explore the new things. So this is the stage we need to encounter a destinations that can be memorable for whole lives of them. And obviously, if you take some of the examples, if some of the guests, if they are coming to the Jaipurs, so we should always be focused to show the things that can be unforgettable for their whole life. Like we can also show a traditional dance to the tourist that can be always be memorized for the whole lives. One way to this, we should also making the partnership with the local organizations, because the local organizations, they also explore the new things. Those are very unique for the tourist. If you say that if you see in the Rajasthan, we can offer them a different food, the very ethnic food like dal bati churma. We can offer to them. We can offer lal mas. We can offer the safed mas, mirchi vada. We can also provide a very ethnic dance like other things we can also be offered to them. We can offer different places in Rajasthan, or like a Chittorgarh Fort. We can offer to the Jaisalmer Fort, Ahmed Palace, Umaid Bhavan Palace. So we can offer our destinations that can always makes them happy. It is also be memorable for the whole life. Next stage, that is called the engagement, makes a memorable tourism experiences. This is the stage once a tourist is attracted to our destinations. We must keep them engaged. And that is one of the very important points. When any traveler will come to your tourist place, we should always be achieved through the outcome when we are going to plan the different activities. We should always have the different events and attractions. We already seen most of the travel companies, they always plan a very unique kind of the activities and events, as well as we are also offering the attractions. It is essential to provide a varieties of activities that will make a different interest to the people. For example, if someone who loves nature, we can offer for the climbing. If someone loves history, we can offer a museum or the fort, because we should always know what the tourists actually they are looking for them, because they are spending a lot of the time, they are spending a money as well as, so they need, because we need to offer something valuable for the tourist. And these are the things when we are going to engage with the tourists, 100% it will be memorable for their life. It is also essential to keep tourists engaged throughout the entire experience, from the starting to the end, right? Starting to the end, we should always be engaged with the tourists, engaged with the travelers, and that will be going to be the memorable for the whole life. These are some of the tips we are going to highlight today. First one, that is activities. As I already told that during their 4 or 5 days travel plan, whatever the tourists they have decided, we should always plan a different activities, and the activities that also we interlink with the interest from the different people, and the activities it also something in unique ways. Second one, about the events, most of the tour packages, it has also included the events, it is also give a better tourist experience, because these are the things, these are totally engaged with the tourist, and that is the engagement things than the attractions. We should always offer the unique attractions from the destination sites. offer a kind of the attractions that will be excited for the whole life, and they can decide to come again to again. And that is the motto of the engagement. Come with the next one, the culture. As per the tourism research indicates that many visitors want to know the country and its custom. Because if there any tourists, if they will come from the European continent to our country, so basically they already know their own culture. We can't offer their British culture or the European cultures or the European foods. We should always highlight our traditions. We should always highlight our cultures. And we should always highlight our foods. That is the unique for the tourist, and it can be memorable for them. And obviously the food, already I've told you, whenever the guests will come to their places, you must provide a kind of the food that can tantalize the tourist taste buds. It can make them happy. We can create a better experience for that. So these are the things, these are the 5 different tips. These are the tips we are also going to involve for engagement with the tourist. The last one, that is called extensions and reflections. Extensions and reflection builds a partnership. This is the stage where we need to make a partnership with the tourists or the customers. As a travel professional, we should always make a long partnership, because that is the motto of the any organizations, how we'll create a long partnership, long relationship with the customers. And this is the stage when the visitor has returned from the destinations. We should always continue to make the engagement with them. We can provide the different photographs. It can engage through the social media. We can share the different photos, even providing a forum for the feedback also. And therefore engagement, it can going to be built between the tourist and the company. So these are the things. If you conclude all the 5 emotional phases, the first one, it is called the anticipation. That is the key to a great tourist experience. Second one, it is all about the excitement. That is the very important, how we are going to create the excitement among the tourists. Third one, encountering with the new destinations and local people. Under this stage, when we are going to make the tourism memorables, it is very important. We should always be encounter a unique destinations. We should always meet with the local people. They will share their culture. They will share their unique things with the tourist. Fourth one, engagement. That is very, very important. We should create a kind of activities. We should create a different activities that can always be engagement with the tourist, and that it is going to make the memorable tourism experience. And the last one, it is extensions and reflections build a partnership, or we can say the relationship. This is the stage where we need to make a very professional relation with the tourist or the customers, where they can come again for visiting to the different destinations. So these are the different emotional phases. We can say that is very important when we are going to memorize the tourism experience for the tourists. This is all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Abhishek, for giving us valuable insights into the contributing factors of an unforgettable tourism experience, and how a memorable experience is indeed a collaborative effort of all the stakeholders of tourism industry. Now, moving forward, I would like to call upon our third and last speaker for today, Ms. Bhagyashree.
Is she joined?
Has she joined? Bhagyashree ma'am? Can you hear me?
No problem, you can call her.
Hello.
Wait. Yeah, it is with great pleasure and anticipation that I extend a warm welcome to our distinguished speaker for today, Ms. Bhagyashree, Assistant Professor at Rashtrasan Tukroji Maharaj Nagpur University. With over 5 years of dedicated experience in realm of education, Ms. Bhagyashree has emerged as a notable figure in the academic landscape. Her expertise lies in the fascinating domain of Maharashtra tourism, where her insights have enriched the minds of countless students. As an assistant professor, she has not only imparted knowledge but has also played a pivotal role in shaping the academic discourse of the students. Ms. Bhagyashree's commitment to continuous learning and knowledge dissemination is evident in her active participation and coordination of numerous national and international conferences. Her specialization in organizing short and long tours showcase her practical understanding of the tourism industry, and she has commendably guided entrepreneurs in establishing successful travel agencies. Beyond the classroom, Ms. Bhagyashree is a passionate traveler whose wanderlust has taken her into lesser explored gems of Vidarbha. Her role as a social media influencer, sharing captivating reels of these serene destinations, reflects her dedication to promoting the beauty and culture of the region. So, join me in extending a warm welcome to Ms. Bhagyashree. Ms. Bhagyashree, over to you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Happy National Tourism Day to everyone. I would like to thank you, Nirwan University, for giving me this opportunity. A warm greeting to Dr. Sunita Badawa, ma'am, and Dr. Abhishek Kumar, sir. And special thank to Rina, ma'am, for this opportunity. And thank you, everyone who are present here. So let us start with the topic, sustainable journey and timeless memories. Uh, Sustainable journey means what? It encouraged the travelers to adopt the responsible and meaningful travel practices, making the eco-friendly choices to contribute positively to the planet. What happened? Lot of time we book accommodation, means big resorts and hotels for the stay, for the food. But what happened at the sustainable locality means we are going to give chance to the local people to earn money from that. Like for example, recent example I would like to share with you. जस्ट मैंने विजिट किया था, फॉरेस्ट किचन नाम का एक होटल है, वहां पे उन्होंने लाइक हट्स बनाए थे, और हट्स में उन्होंने जैसे गोबर का पूरा फ्लोरिंग किया था, वहां पे उन्होंने पूरे बाम्बू के सब प्लांट्स, बाम्बू के जैसे बॉक्सेस में उन्होंने प्लांट्स रखे थे, वही उन्होंने जो उनके फूड जहाँ पे सर्व किया था वो ट्रे वो बाम्बू का था, पानी का ग्लास एंड बॉटल्स, ऑल ऑफ दिस मीन्स उन्होंने क्या किया, प्लास्टिक का यहाँ पे यूज नहीं किया। उन्होंने जो भी नेचर से आता है, आई एम फ्रॉम द महाराष्ट्र, स्पेशली फ्रॉम द विदर्भा, वी हैव लॉट्स ऑफ द बाम्बू ओवर हियर, लॉट्स ऑफ जंगल, सो मीन्स वी कॉन्सेंट्रेट ऑन द नेचर ओनली। मतलब यहाँ के जो लोग हैं वो नेचर से जो आता है बाम्बू वो बेचते हैं या फिर उनसे छोटी छोटी चीजें बनाते हैं, और वो चीजें एज अ सोविनियर यहाँ के टूरिस्ट लेके जाते हैं। वी हैव ताडोबा नेशनल पार्क ओवर हियर। ताडोबा नेशनल पार्क सबको ही पता है, बहुत बड़ा पार्क ये टाइगर्स के लिए फेमस है, बहुत बड़े सेलिब्रिटीज यहाँ पे आते हैं। तो यहाँ के जो लोगों ने होम स्टेज प्रोवाइड किए, और होम स्टेज में क्या किया है उन्होंने, जो भी नेचर से आता है वो नेचर की चीजें वहां पे रखी है। और इवन यहाँ का फूड जो यहाँ का स्पेशल है फ्रॉम द विदर्भा, तो वो जो होता है वो जैसे बिहारी में लिट्टी चोखा होता है, तो हमारे यहाँ भी वैसा ही फूड मिलता है। तो वो फूड लाइक पूरन पोड़ी हो गया, लाइक साउजी हमारा नागपुर का बहुत ज्यादा फेमस है फॉर द नॉन वेजिटेरियन, वो फूड हम लोगों को प्रोवाइड करते हैं। तो इससे क्या होता है, एक जो अर्निंग लोगों को लोकल्स को हो रही है, क्योंकि वो होम स्टे प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। नॉट ओनली मतलब वहां रहना है, लेकिन मॉर्निंग से वो टूरिस्ट को दिखा रहे हैं कि उनका कल्चर क्या है। जैसे हमारे यहाँ में जैसे पूरा अंगने में जो रंगोली बनाना हो वहां से स्टार्ट होता है, सुबह का तीखा हो या पूजा हो वहां से स्टार्ट होता है। वो पूरा कल्चर हम टूरिस्ट को दिखाते हैं, तो वो भी खुश हो जाते कि हमारे यहाँ ये सब कैसे होता है। तो वो पूरा हम सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिसेस पे अभी फोकस कर रहे हैं। हाँ, ये बात तो बहुत अहम है कि बहुत सारे बिग जो बोलते हैं लोगों ने, बिल्डर्स लोगों ने यहाँ पे बहुत बड़े रिसोर्ट्स वगैरह बनाए हैं, यस, बट दे आर ऑल्सो इनडायरेक्टली मीन्स नाउ डेज हम सस्टेनेबल पर फोकस कर रहे हैं, तो वो भी वो लोग वहां पे कॉन्सेंट्रेट कर रहे हैं। देन नेक्स्ट है, जैसे तो हमको ये याद रखना है वाइल चूजिंग द अकोमोडेशन, हमको इको फ्रेंडली अकोमोडेशन चूज करना है, जिससे हम लोकल बिजनेस को सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट है लोकल कल्चर को वैसे तो हम होम स्टे या फिर वहां पे जो भी उन्होंने दिया है वहां पे रह के तो एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं, लेकिन हम लोकल कल्चर को कहाँ से एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं? सबसे बेस्ट है मार्केट एरिया, वहां की गलियां, वहां के जो लोगों का रहन सहन है, वहां जाके हम लोकल कल्चर को एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं। मीन्स अगर आपको पता हो तो एक फेमस मतलब अमेरिकन है, मतलब दो ऑटो चलाते हैं, मतलब ऑटो यहाँ पे बुक करते हैं, वो बाय अमेरिका यहाँ आते हैं इंडिया में। तो उन्होंने रिसेंटली ताडोबा को विजिट किया, तो उन्होंने ऑटो को, मतलब उन्होंने कोई ड्राइवर वगैरह नहीं लिया, ऑटो खुद चलाएंगे, पीछे उनके दो दोस्त बैठेंगे, उस टाइप से वो पूरा रीजन, मतलब जहां उनका मन करे वहां जाएंगे, ज्यादा स्पेंड नहीं करते, लेकिन वो लोकल को जितना फायदा हो सके हमारे टूरिज्म से, मतलब वो देखते हैं वो। तो एक वो सस्टेनेबल बहुत अच्छा है। मीन्स इन फ्यूचर आई विल डेफिनेटली शेयर पिक्चर्स ऑफ दैट ऑटो एंड दैट टूरिस्ट। देन नेक्स्ट है कल्चर को तो एक्सप्लोर कर ले, लेकिन वहां से जो शॉपिंग्स वगैरह होते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल जयपुर, अगर मैं जयपुर आती हूँ तो डेफिनेटली आई वुड लव टू एक्सप्लोर जयपुर। मतलब वहां के जो बेंगल्स वगैरह बनते हैं, हैंडमेड होते हैं, तो मैं जरूर वो खरीदूंगी। तो हमारे यहाँ भी आप लोग आओगे तो आपको भी जो बाम्बू के होते हैं, जो भी हमारे यहाँ का आर्ट कल्चर है, यहाँ की साड़ी है जैसे पैठनी वगैरह है, तो आपको डेफिनेटली मन लेने का मन करेगा। उससे क्या होगा, यहाँ के जो लोकल आर्टिस्ट है उनको भी काम मिल जाएगा, और आपको यहाँ का जो बेस्ट है वो आपको मिल जाएगा। तो ये हम कर सकते हैं। और नेक्स्ट है फॉर सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिसेस, हमको अवॉइड करना चाहिए कि हम बहुत बड़े कार से यहाँ वहां जाए। तो बाय वॉक हम एक्सप्लोर कर सकते हैं बहुत सारी प्लेसेस को, बिकॉज नाउ डेज वी हैव मैप्स जिससे हम पता कर सकते हैं कि यहाँ से इतना डिस्टेंस कितना है। लेकिन हम इंडियंस इसमें बहुत ज्यादा ये है, चलो ऑटो से चलते हैं, चलो कार से चलते हैं। बट आपने फॉरेनर्स को देखा है क्या, वो बहुत क्यूरियस होते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा क्यूरियस होते हैं कि यहाँ से कितना डिस्टेंस है, सीखने में क्यूरियस होते हैं, ये सारी बातें हैं। तो ये डिफरेंस है हम में और उनमें। तो ये हमको करना है, बाय वॉक, बाय पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्टेशन हम यहाँ से वहां जा सकते हैं। तो ये एक सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिसेस में ऐड होता है। नेक्स्ट है प्लास्टिक का यूज हमको बहुत कम करना चाहिए। जैसे मैंने अभी एग्जांपल दिया, बाम्बू की जो वाटर बॉटल आती है उसको हम यूज कर सकते हैं। अगर प्लास्टिक, स्टेनलेस स्टील की बोतल आप यूज कर सकते हो, जिसको आप रीयूज करते रहोगे। प्लास्टिक वैसे भी हमारे लिए अच्छा नहीं है और नहीं करना चाहिए इसका यूज। तो वो एक हमारा एक कंट्रीब्यूशन इसमें दे सकते हैं वाइल जब हम बात कर रहे हैं सस्टेनेबल टूरिज्म की। देन है रिस्पेक्ट वाइल्ड लाइफ एंड नेचर। जब भी हम वाइल्ड लाइफ एंड नेचर में जाते हैं ना, तो हमको एक इंस्ट्रक्शंस मिलते हैं कि आपको जीप से नीचे नहीं उतरना है, बहुत सारे आवाज नहीं करने चाहिए। इससे हम क्या करते हैं, नेचुरल जो भी है, टाइगर की साइटसीइंग है तो हम उसको खराब करते हैं। उनकी जो कॉलिंग होती है, गाइड्स क्या करते हैं, कॉलिंग से पहचान जाते हैं कि अभी क्या होने वाला है आगे। लेकिन हम अगर वहां जाके मस्ती करेंगे, जीप से उतरेंगे, उसका तो फाइन है अलग से, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ करेंगे, हमको खाने के लिए चाहिए, खाने का पैकेट लेके जाएंगे कुरकुरे का, वही डाल देंगे, ये सब क्या होगा, इससे हम डिस्टर्ब करेंगे। जाते जाते बाय वॉकिंग झाड़ को तोड़ देंगे, किसी पत्ती को तोड़ देंगे, ये हमको नहीं करना है। और एक रिस्पॉन्सिबल ट्रैवल बनने के लिए हमको वो सारी चीजें करनी पड़ेगी जो नेचर के लिए अच्छी है। नेक्स्ट है हम ना लोकल कल्चर के बारे में सीख सकते हैं। जैसे हमारे यहाँ ना, जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द जंगल हमारे यहाँ ना गोंड वगैरह लोग ज्यादा है, तो उनका एक्सपेशली होता है गोंडी डांस वगैरह। तो हम हमारे पैकेज में रिसेंटली कुछ टूर ऑपरेटर्स ने, उन्होंने जो गोंडी डांस वगैरह है वो ऐड कर लिया है। उसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है, जैसे नॉर्थ ईस्ट साइड होता है, मेघालय, हम मिजोरम जाते हैं, उनके डांसेस फॉर्म वगैरह हम देखते हैं, राजस्थान जाते हैं तो ऑफकोर्स हम देखते हैं। तो हमने भी ये स्टार्ट कर दिया है कि हमारा जो कल्चर है हम रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे। इससे इनडायरेक्टली उनको अर्निंग हो जाएगी और लोगों को पता चलेगा कि ये कल्चर क्या है। अभी तो एक नया दौर आया है कि चूल्हे पर का खाना, लोगों को चूल्हे का खाना चाहिए, गैस का खाना लोग ये हो गए, तो वो चूल्हे का खाना भी सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिसेस में आता है। देन ये होगा हमारा सस्टेनेबल जर्नी। सस्टेनेबल जर्नी करते वक्त तो हमको क्या क्या करना चाहिए। नेक्स्ट हमारा है टाइमलेस मेमोरीज जो हम बनाते हैं। तो मेमोरीज क्या है, इंसान क्या है, घूमने जाता है, तो मेमोरीज के लिए जाता है, हम वहां जाते हैं। जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम अंडमान गए, वहां हमने स्क्यूबा डाइविंग की, तो हमको ये सब याद रहता है। तो ये जो हम कर रहे हैं, हम सपने बेचने का काम करते हैं। किसी, मुझे मालदीव्स जाना है, मालदीव्स से अभी लक्षद्वीप पे आ गए हैं हम, वो एक बड़ी बात है कि हम अपने देश को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं, हमारे देश के डेस्टिनेशन को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं। वो अभी वहां पे भी बहुत अच्छा टूरिज्म आगे होगा, बहुत सारे अकोमोडेशंस हो गए, ये हो गए। फिर भी एज अ रिस्पॉन्सिबल ट्रैवल एजेंट, एज अ रिस्पॉन्सिबल प्रोफेशनल, हमको ये याद रखना है कि मालदीव ये खराब ना हो, हमारा लक्षद्वीप खराब ना हो। मतलब वहां का जो है जो कल्चर है वहां का, मतलब जो भी है नेचुरल जो स्पॉट्स है वो खराब नहीं होने चाहिए। इसका गवर्नमेंट ने भी ध्यान रखना चाहिए, एज अ ट्रैवल एजेंट हमने भी ध्यान रखना चाहिए। ये बात हम एज अ सस्टेनेबल टूरिज्म में कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट है जैसे टाइमलेस मेमोरी, हम मेमोरी शेयर करते हैं, हम लोगों के साथ जाते हैं वहां पे। जैसे फोटोग्राफ्स हो गए, फोटोग्राफ्स थ्रू क्या होती है, वो हमारी मेमोरीज लाइफ लॉन्ग रहती है हमारे साथ। वीडियोग्राफी होगी, उसके साथ भी हमारी मेमोरीज लाइफ लॉन्ग रहती है। ये सब होना चाहिए। तो उसके लिए हम करते हैं, एक इमोशनल हमारा अटैचमेंट होता है। अगर हम अपने माँ बाप के साथ अभी अयोध्या जाते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अयोध्या का बहुत क्रेज चल रहा है कि लोगों को अयोध्या जाना है, तो ये पिक पे है, इसको हम प्रमोट कर सकते हैं थ्रू सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिसेस, थ्रू इमोशनल। इमोशनल अपने मॉम डैड को ऐड कर लीजिए, अपने फैमिली के साथ वहां पे जाइए, वो जो आपका फोटोग्राफ बनेगा ना फैमिली के साथ, मतलब वो बेस्ट रहेगा। तो वो हम सब कर सकते हैं। देन है प्रेजेंस, जब भी हम कोई मूवमेंट में होते हैं ना, उसको जीना चाहिए। बहुत लोग मतलब है डेस्टिनेशन पर बट काम में लगे हैं, जैसे आईटी इंडस्ट्री के लोग रहते हैं कि लैपटॉप पे लगे हैं, मोबाइल पे लगे हैं, नहीं, ये सब भूल के हमको वो डेस्टिनेशन को एंजॉय करना चाहिए, मतलब वो मूवमेंट को एंजॉय करना चाहिए। यूनिकनेस, यूनिकनेस में क्या होता है, जैसे बहुत यूनिक अनफेमिलियर डेस्टिनेशंस होते हैं, जैसे ऑर्बिट डेस्टिनेशंस होते हैं, कहीं पे जाते नहीं हम, कि वहां पे कौन जाता है तो मैं क्यों जाऊं, लेकिन ऐसे डेस्टिनेशन को भी हमको एक्सप्लोर करना चाहिए। देन है स्टोरी टेलिंग। स्टोरी टेलिंग, नाउ डेज स्टोरी टेलिंग करने वाले बहुत जन मिल जाएंगे और बहुत लोग नहीं भी मिलेंगे। मतलब हम बहुत सारा एक्सपीरियंस लेते हैं लेकिन हम वो लोगों को बता नहीं सकते, लेकिन वो भी हमको एक आना चाहिए कि हम वहां पे गए, हमने क्या एंजॉय किया, वो भी हमको समझना चाहिए। सो ये भी हम कर सकते हैं स्टोरी टेलिंग थ्रू। तो फोटोग्राफ वीडियोग्राफ तो है ही, वहां से हम सोविनियर्स ला सकते हैं जिससे हमारी मेमोरीज अटैच होंगी। तो ये सब है और बहुत सारे एक्सपीरियंस है, मतलब मेमोरी में ये तो सब रहेगा, लेकिन हमारे साथ ना कुछ फनी इंसिडेंट्स होते हैं, जैसे हमारी ट्रेन छूट जाती है, फिर हम बाद में दूसरी ट्रेन कैप्चर कर सकते हैं। कभी हमको चेक इन हम जल्दी कर लेते हैं तो हम लॉबी में हमको मतलब वेट करना होता है, या फिर हम कोई डेस्टिनेशन एक्सप्लोर करते हैं तो कुछ हमारे साथ हो जाता है, कुछ अच्छा भी कुछ बुरा भी, ये सब मेमोरीज हमको याद रहती है। तो ये इस साल जो नेशनल टूरिज्म की थीम है बहुत अच्छी है इससे मतलब नॉट ओनली हम लोगों को लोगों को तो ये बताना ही है, लेकिन हमको खुद ये जीना है, वो बहुत ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है। अगर ये हम जीना सीख जाएंगे तो बहुत सारी हमारे पैसे तो बच जाएंगे, लेकिन हमारा जो नेचर के लिए कंट्रीब्यूशन है वो बढ़ जाएगा। सो लास्ट आई वांट टू थैंक यू रीना मैम फॉर दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी, और मैं यहाँ पे अपना एंड करती हूँ। बिकॉज ऑफ द शॉर्ट टाइम मैंने बहुत ज्यादा प्रिपेयर नहीं किया और प्रेजेंटेशन भी नहीं किया प्रिपेयर, सॉरी फॉर दैट।
थैंक यू भाग्यश्री मैम, आपने अपनी पर्सनल रिफ्लेक्शंस हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स के साथ में शेयर करी। आपने ये मैडम,
थैंक यू।
हाँ,
Thank you.
now from my side, I would like to thank Jaipur Tourism Department, Jaipur Tourism Office, Ministry of Tourism, our esteemed Vice Chancellor, Sir, CEO, Sir of Nirwan University Jaipur, for giving us the opportunity and support to organize and conduct this webinar on such a short notice. I would like to thank all the faculty members and supporting staff of Nirwan University for making this effort a success. और अब तक हमने देखा कि हमारे पास 3 स्पीकर्स थे, इनफैक्ट 4 स्पीकर्स थे वीसी सर को मिला करके, तो चारों ने हमें बहुत डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ टूरिज्म दिखाए। वीसी सर गेव अस द ग्लिम्स ऑफ टूरिज्म इंडस्ट्री इन इंडिया। उसके बाद एज वी मूव्ड ऑन टू डॉक्टर सुनीता, तो शी गेव्स अस इन डेप्थ अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स ऑफ टूरिज्म। देन वी मूव्ड ऑन टू डॉक्टर अभिषेक and he taught us how we can how the emotional phases they contribute towards making or creating a memorable tourism experience. उसके बाद फिर हमने भाग्यश्री मैडम से सुना कि कैसे कॉन्शियस ट्रैवलर होना चाहिए हर एक इंडिविजुअल को। उसके बाद what I would like to add on from my side is that the theme sustainable journeys, timeless memories is just not a catchy phrase. It embodies a commitment to sustainable tourism practices. In an era where climate change and environmental degradation are pressing concerns, the travel industry faces the challenge of striking a balance between catering to the wanderlust of millions of travelers, simultaneously preserving the delicate ecosystems they visit. Sustainable tourism seeks to minimize the negative impact of travel, promoting eco-friendly accommodations, responsible wildlife encounters, and community engagement. This National Tourism Day, let us pledge to travel with a conscience, leaving a positive imprint on the places we visit. And in the end, I would like to especially thank Dr. Ravikant Modi for working extremely hard with me to make this webinar a grand success. So we've given a feedback link in the chat box. So please give us the feedback of the webinar, and those who will be giving us the feedback will receive the e-certificate of participation within 3 days. So I'll thank you, and thank you all for joining us and making it a success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you once again. Thank you all.
Thank you.